Hello everyone, here I'm Romika Sinaga. I will explain an example of supply curve and its shift factor. What is meant by supply curve? The supply curve is a curve that shows the ability and desire of a company to produce and sell a number of goods or services per unit of time. Simply put, the supply curve acts as an indicator of the quantity of goods and services that a company wants to sell or produce. And what is demand curve? Turning to the demand curve, actual demand is amount of goods or service demanded by customers who have certain factors and are demanded at very certain price level. In line with the notion of demand, the demand curve is a division of the concept of demand, which is a picture of the quantity of goods or service demanded by consumers. If the line of supply rates that the higher the price, the more supply there is. So if a supply curve is the opposite, the law is somewhat inverse. The law of demand is the lower the price of good or service, the more demand will come. Supply curve example. After discussing the basis of the supply curve, to make it clearer, it is also necessary to discuss an example of supply curve. The supply curve example is clearly different from the demand curve example. From the law alone, the two are already different, so in terms of example, they will certainly. Let's consider an example of brainly supply curve problem as follows. When the price of baba in rupiah is 20,000 per serving, the amount offered is 200 serving. When the price dropped to 18,000 per serving, the amount offered also dropped to 180 serving, likewise so on. After knowing the price and quantity supplied, the supply curve will look like the image above. When the price of buns per serving increases, the number of serving of buns offered will also increase, and if the price goes down, the portion quantity will also decrease. Because it has an inverse law, the demand and supply curve will have significant difference from the supply curve drawing. The example of the demand curve drawing has a negative slope. What is an example of supply curve? To understand more deeply, it's a good idea to take the example of supply curve. Remind again, yes, that the example of demand and supply curve have an inverse comparison put in terms of picture and example. Draw the supply, the line will go up, while drawing the demand curve, the line will decrease. And last, when does the supply curve move? Shifts in the supply curve can be caused by many factors including the price of goods, income level, and other factors such as technology. For example, to make 20 servings of meatball, technology has been found that can support making meatball more efficient so that the amount of production increases faster, so the shift that occurs will be like the picture above. Thank you.